Happy Monday to you, everyone. This is going to be the beginning of a really fun week. We're going to be focusing on dog agility. I don't know if you've ever participated in dog agility with your dog, but I'm telling you what, it's a lot of fun, but it also comes with a lot of benefits, meaning you guys develop teamwork. Your dog develops this high degree of confidence because some of the obstacles can be quite scary for a dog at times until they finally just kind of get used to it. It also really enhances your dog's obedience because you two have to work like a team. I've had people over the years take dog agility courses from me, and afterwards they said, Brian, I'm telling you what, heel, sit down, and stay, that was a piece of cake. This agility was a lot harder, but it's also a lot more fun. And the reason why it is because, first of all, dogs love to work. They really do. I don't care what dog you own. Dogs were made to work. Now, of course, our ancestors out in the wild, the wolf, their work comes in the form of finding food. Life is an exchange of energy for more energy. And also, dog agility is very complex. It makes your dog use their brain. They're going to have to come through a variety of obstacles, some that will require them to go through a tunnel, weave through poles, go over this A-frame, go down a dog walk, up over and over a dog walk, a pause table. Man, there's a lot of things for a dog to think about, plus your commands, your direction. So it's complex, really, I've never met a dog that just didn't absolutely fall in love with it. And it's also open to mixed breeds. So this isn't one of those competitions that you could enter into one day in which you're going to have a difficulty doing so because you have a mixed breed dog. No, there's no limits, no restrictions. So just take your dog and have a lot of fun. And again, it just creates that great teamwork. Now, some of the organizations that are out there, there's more and more of them starting to crop up here. But there's the North American Dog Agility Association that you can do with your dog. There's the UKC, the United Kennel Club, the American Kennel Club. Then there's a whole host of others. You can take group classes with dog agility, private lessons with a dog agility instructor, many things. So I encourage you to kind of hop on the internet. There's many books that you can buy or download onto your Kindle or iPad and read a whole lot more about dog agility. But this week, the focus is not to go from one end of that book to the other. It's to really just kind of introduce it to you and show you what you can do. And kind of know this too. Every obstacle that I'm going to show, you can build yourself. So you don't have to go out and purchase something like this right here, this aluminum frame with a rubber siding on it. No, you can go and make your very own agility equipment. And there's tons of books. Again, there's a lot of information out there that will guide you on how to do that. What kind of materials do you need? And then, you know what? Make your own agility courses. You see back here in the background, we do it all the time. Wash tubs, traffic cones, upside down stay boards, poly boards, tables out back for training. We make our own obstacles because we find that, again, it builds teamwork. And that really, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. You and your dog are a team. You guys work together, huh, Cattle Dog? We work together and enhances my skill set, my ability to handle my dog. And it also creates in an animal focus, motivation. And they got to use that cognition. They have to use that. I got to think, how do I go over these different obstacles and negotiate them? And dog agility is about speed. So not only is it about being clean over certain obstacles, but it's about speed. So all those of you who have a need for speed, let's get ready to go. Okay, so today the first thing I want to do is introduce you to the A-frame. The A-frame is one of the obstacles that you'll usually find in almost every dog agility contest that's out there. You'll notice that's a couple different colors. Blue up at the top, yellow at the bottom. As we work our way through this week, you'll notice that some of the obstacles have the contrasting colors. And if they do, that's because for the safety of the dog, in other words, just slow down a little bit, you're going to see contrasting colors. And these are known as contact zones or touch zones. So by not allowing the dog to just jump all the way to the top, because trust me, I've seen dogs that can go up and over this thing and never once touch it. And you know, when you're talking about speed, hey, that works for me. But again, in thinking about keeping everyone and all the dogs safe in a competition, they want to slow them down just a little bit. Okay, so when you're going to teach the A-frame, first things first, it does adjust in its angle and its height. You'll want to start off with your A-frame at the lowest level. This one's not at the lowest level because Captain knows how to do the A-frame. So I just kicked it up a little bit just so you guys can kind of watch his movement. But you'll want to start with the A-frame at the lowest level. You'll also want to make sure your leash is tight because, again, I'm a firm believer in no big mistakes. So don't let your dog start learning from day one, repetition one, that I can just avoid this. Yeah, it can be a little scary going up a hill like this. A lot of dogs are very, very acrophobic. They're afraid of heights. And you're asking me to go up the top. And then think about it from the dog's perspective. I'm here. There's a top. What's on the other side? Yeah, think about that. First time a dog goes up this thing, is there another side? Or am I just going up this roller coaster and that's the end of it? No one built the rest of it. Am I going to fall off the other side? So that being said, yeah, lower it down, give it a tight leash, and take a treat and lure your dog up the A-frame. And when you get to the top, don't hesitate. That's what so many people like to do. They like to hesitate and then have their dog see the other side and start to slowly go down. Just remember, what you do in the beginning that saves them, keeps them safe from this, is the way that they're going to want to do it going forward. Why not? That allowed me to safely negotiate that darn thing. So I'm going to pause, spot the landing, and take off. So don't do that. Don't hesitate at the top. And then at the bottom, I'll show you here in a second, we'll usually put a treat or a toy or something at the very bottom with a couple of traffic cones on the other side that you can now channel the dog when they come down so they don't hop off the sides, because that's what they're going to want to do. Go up a little bit, then just bail out. Get over the top, bail out. So you have to watch that, again, for safety, but also start right, end right. Okay, so I'll show you kind of like the finished product with Captain. Cow dog, A-frame. So up and over we go, and there he goes. And the only reason why he even hesitated for a second was because I put these cones here, and typically with these cones, I also put a little treat bowl. And now, put the treat in there, and Captain sees that. So we'll go back to the other side. And my command is A-frame, but a lot of people can come up with whatever they want to. I just simply point to the obstacle, call it the name that we're going to call it in the competition. A-frame. And he goes up, and right there we slow him down, let him get the treat. Attaboy, free. Good job. Okay, so in the beginning here, he's getting really enthusiastic because he can go up this thing at the most severe angle that it has. I'm going to show you what happens. Captain's back paws were barely touching the contact zone. So no, I don't want that. I need you kind of touching a little bit more than that. You can't just brush it. If the judge has any doubt and they can't replay it back, not all these things are filmed where a judge can go back and look at it, review it, they're just going to call this a miss. And then you'll find out from all the various rules and regulations that, wow, that doesn't count. Your obstacle just got subtracted either completely or you got docked for time, so on and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to slow them down a little bit. In the beginning, when you're first training this, let's say Captain does not know how to do this, and tomorrow we'll demonstrate with a dog that definitely does not. Use your treat. Here we go. Attaboy. And have him climb up. Climb up. Come on. There you go. Climb up. Climb up. Climb up. There you go. There you go. Work it, work it, work it. And then have him come over and boom. There we go. At the bottom here, there's a little treat pan there. So he gets used to seeing that. Okay? On a lot of these A-frames, they'll have little slats here so the dog can climb up the A-frame. All right, so we're going to do this again. I'm going to lure him up. A-frame. There we go. There we go. Come down, come down, come down, and boom, right there inside the bowl. Okay, so now, although it popped out, so I'll put one in there for you, Cal. He's going, what treat? It fell out there, dude. Okay, so now that was slowing him down in the front side. Going to slow him down on the back side. A-frame. Up we go. Now slow, 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 slow. There you go. Good boy. And that's what you want to see right there. See how he's got the back paws on the A-frame? you want to see that because you do that over and over again, consistently, over and over again. A-frame. Again, slow, right there, right there. Slow that down. I know this is about speed, but it's also about perfecting good habits. Free. And again, you may need to push down on the leash in the front, choke up a little bit more. A-frame, there we go. Make him make that contact. Bring him down. Pause right here. Make him grab it. Good. 2 paws off. 2 paws on the contact. Free. And move on. And then, of course, once they get better and better at it, then you can do it. A-frame. Make sure you're making contact, making contact, making contact. Good. And that's all you got to do is just make contact with it. Slow everything down. Slow it all down. For those dogs who suddenly act a little fearful of the A-frame for whatever reason, maybe they got up here, got something caught up here, whatever, lower it back down, but then over a period of time, start to now raise the angle of the A-frame. Up, 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 and up. And by bringing it up, the issue is there's a fine line between being high, because the higher, more vertical it becomes, the more dogs want to leap. So watch out for that. And in the regulations, they'll tell you about what the angle of the A-frame, what it will be set prior to the competition. But you get these really enthusiastic dogs like Captain, and man, he wants speed. He wants to go over with speed. A-frame, he wants to launch. There we go, buddy. Nice, nice contact. Way to go. And of course, you'll get to a point to where you will do it off leash. Sometimes in these amateur group classes, I know like in ours, we give the handler at the end of the course where, you know, we have a competition, have a lot of fun doing it, the option of either being on leash or off leash during the competition. But in the competitions that you'll go to, if you go to one of these real ones, they're going to be off leash. Your dog has to be trained. So all that being said, make sure if you're practicing agility, you're also practicing your obedience. Work on that heel. Work on that come. Work on that down. You're going to find out you're going to need that. Work on your sit. Work on your stay. Continue to work those because you're going to have to add those into the agility once you look out here and start seeing multiple obstacles. Okay, guys, that's it for today. That's just a little introduction to dog agility. It is a lot of fun. I kind of got introduced to it. Just my dogs in the wild, hopping over logs, climbing up mountains, going underneath fallen trees, wading through creeks. Yeah, it was kind of a natural obstacle course in the wild. But then in the military, with our military working dogs, they were made to go over obstacles so that they would be able to enter buildings in which were maybe not entirely intact, go up the tight stairwells, down ladders, up ladders. All these things make your animal more of an asset. But this here, this is great. And the last benefit you get from it, I guarantee you, you do about 15, 20 minutes of agility training and your dog will be tired. And we'll talk about the downside of that tomorrow. But there you go. It's an intro. And this is the A-frame. Cow dog, A-frame. Do it, buddy. Get it. Get it. There you go. Ah, boy, cow dog. Good job. Good job. Okay, tomorrow we will introduce the dog walk. Yeah, they have to go up, down a long plank, scary, and down the other side. So tomorrow is the dog walk. So make sure you tune in then. We're going to go through as many obstacles as we can during this week. All right, guys, you can enjoy your great day. If you have any questions about dog agility, send them to me. If I don't know the answer, I will refer you to an expert because I'll be the first to admit this is not my expertise. I have competed in it. I have taught classes on it, but at a very, very fundamental level. Okay, so hop online. I'll see if I can dig up some links today and drop them down in the thread on some places you can go to online to find out how you can build something like this to put it in your yard. Yeah, man. Come up with your own dog agility course. Maybe we'll come over and practice with you. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.